Hello everyone, Krydex here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. It's another beautiful morning with coffee and pyanodons and a box of solder, which, who knew you could be so happy from a box of solder? I'm very happy about that. Now, first things first, I got the Blueprint Shotgun mod because it was finally updated a little bit ago. We had been waiting on that, and I think my plan is to use a combination of Blueprint Shotgun and Construction Pinobots, because we actually have an equipment grid here and we can do personal, well, I thought we could do personal Roboport. Am I making that up? No, we can. We will need a portable gasoline generator that will consume canisters from my inventory. Interesting. Okay, so I need to research that. And then I need to research Blueprint Shotgun. And then we can research a Blueprint Shotgun upgrade. So it has better vacuum power? Wait, you can deconstruct with it too? That's awesome. I'm excited to try that. But yeah, I mean, we already know the construction drones are a little buggy, and I'm kind of excited to have a more standard solution. So we're gonna try that stuff out. Drink some coffee, and yeah, what's first? We need to improve our rail production. Like, we're finally ready to do it. I am gonna bring solder down to my little mall over here, and are there any belts that can share? It looks like the rubber belt can share, but let me just make sure I'm not just missing whatever's supposed to be on the other side. Yeah, it looks like the rubber belt can share, actually. Ooh, that's perfect, because then I can just load it on right there. And I don't know why, because when I say it out loud, it doesn't seem to make much sense, but rubber and solder feel like it makes sense for them to be on the same belt. But that doesn't really, like, does that make sense? Rubber and solder? I don't really feel like that makes sense. But for whatever reason, it sounds right to me. Alright, so there's solder. And curious if we have any hot air yet. Nope, not quite. We need more tin for that. Oh, I love all of this so much. I'm so proud of the last few episodes. And I'm really proud of how we've organized this. This is making me happy. I'm really a fan. I think my only regret with base organization is we didn't start out with walkways being designated. And so they're kind of crisscrossing all over the place. And what I would have preferred would be a few really long walkways that go through the whole base that we don't build stuff on top of. Now, I don't mind building belts across, like, once in a while, like a little bit over, but especially because this is 350% walking speed, belts don't really have an impact on your walking speed compared to 350%. So that's not too big of a deal, but, you know, obviously, like, having, you know, walkways like this that can't just go through because I have a whole build in the way, that's the sort of thing I wish we had kind of planned out ahead of time. Now I'm checking on, yeah, these guys, making sure these are still running. And they are. I don't think there's anything I can do to make them faster at this point. So, just letting the, what are they called? Petri dishes run. Solder is now gonna be on a belt, which I don't think I actually... I just created a problem for myself that I have yet to address, so I probably should run down and do that. Because those are going to get loaded into this mall area along with rubber. Because they're just... Oh, no, I'm smart. Look, I did a smart. Well, look at that. Solder, less than 20, 15. I mean, how much solder does a rail use? 5 apiece, and then we don't need to actually make solder. So maybe like 35. Do we need more stuff on the inside, though? I wish I could measure somehow which lane has more stuff on it. I don't know. I think we can handle 35. And here it comes. Here it comes. The solder's on the belt. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at it go. Just look at it exist. All right, so that's good. And then... should I have a mixer? Also, I just realized we have a problem. You may have noticed it too. Whatever that's called, utility box. I've just been making them forever. I'll use them all up eventually, but boy, was that an expensive... oh my god. Was that an expensive, mistake? Wait, why did that just... what just happened? Oh god. Yikes. I'm gonna pick some stuff up from the belt and then put those in there, so that'll stop for a while. Utility boxes, thankfully, are on the cheaper end. Well, I say that. 50 tin cable, though. That's where all my tin was going. 250 utility boxes is 12,000 tin? 12,000 tin plates? I mean, over the last 10 hours, a third of the tin plates that my entire base has used went to specifically these utility boxes that I didn't need. Okay, well that makes me feel slightly better about things. Okay, and I don't need this now for shafts. Let's make sure everything else is good to go. Tin cable still needs to be made the same way. And that's the only thing that needs it, I guess. Let me make sure everything else is limited properly, because that was a heckin' mistake right there. Good gracious. And how many circuits a piece? They're 3 circuits a piece, so there went 750 circuits that I did not have to spare. Ah, jeez. That really puts a dent in things, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a second inserter going for rails here, because we want to be making rails a bit faster. So this way we don't miss ingredients on the belt that we're hungry for. And just to make sure, let's check, is there another rail recipe? There is, but it's way later. I mean, is it even better? Well, you don't need treated wood. It cuts your bolt cost, which is kind of irrelevant because there's just a little bit of iron, but it cuts that into a fourth. It cuts the steel cost in half. It cuts the solder cost basically in 1/millionth. It makes 4 times the amount of rails for 2/5 the amount of solder, which means it's 1/10 the amount of solder per rail. And instead, it requires 1 refined concrete per solder, which is 2 regular concrete, 1 iron stick, and 1/10 of a steel. But you're already saving steel, so it's still cheaper in terms of steel. That's definitely a better deal. The concrete's a little annoying, but I think overall it's probably still easier. Anyway, we should see our rail production go way up. And I want to fill 2 boxes with rails eventually, because we're going to need a lot. And that should look good. Is there anything else I need to do? I don't think so. I could increase stone a little bit. Yeah, let's make sure there's enough for like 10 rail recipes. So 20 stone, A little more than 20 treated wood. Maybe 25. Bolts are being made on site. So that's the whole stick thing. So I could just make sure we have a little bit more iron, maybe. What's our iron at? If I can find it. Iron's at 40? That should be enough. And then steel, I think we probably have enough as well. Steel. 30. Yep, we got enough steel. Alright, there's the personal roboport done. Now, do we have... Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. That was just a slow research for whatever reason. I feel like it was slower than most. Is that true? No? No, it just felt like it took a while. Okay, and then finally solder, I need like 50. It's here. Okay. Alright, improved rail production is done, and now we're gonna automate construction bots. So, that should be easy enough. Like, quite easy. I think I mean, let's find out together. Am I missing anything? Ah, steam engines and belts and maybe aluminum. Do we have aluminum plates on here? I'm not seeing aluminum plates. Not yet. But we now have aluminum plates. Alright. And then we need belts, and then we need steam engines, and then we need fish oil. And the steam engines we're already making over here, so I can just put some of those back onto the belt. And we'll do this, which then plugs that in. And we'll say 5 steam engines. And then you can be like, I get those steam engines. Now we are gonna need to bring over fish oil, but that's not hard, because fish oil is like right here or something. Is this fish oil? That's fish oil. Wait, what is... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it goes to gearboxes. Okay, so we're like, we already got fish oil right here. We got it right where we want it. Alright. So fish oil does that, and then it works its way over. Smelly little fish oil. Alright, so it goes to there. And then we got ourselves some pYanobots, I think. Minus the belt, which is just rubber. And then I think that's it. Everything else is on the belt. It's gonna take a while. The small parts is a pretty huge consumption. But that's fine. They don't need to be fast. And then you're gonna be roboports, which also have everything we need. And those stack to 10, and these stack to 50. So yeah, I'll definitely stop at 1 stack for now. I might even stop at just 20 for now. Okay, so there we go. This is all consuming quite a lot. That needs to be eating wood from the main belt. Okay, well that should balance out over time. The utility boxes will get used up every time we need mechanical parts, or that's it. That's the only thing that uses them. Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh, I feel like we wasted so many resources for those utility boxes. Oh no. That's okay. We'll live. And how are batteries doing? Are they like backing up? Yeah, batteries are starting to back up. Okay. Well, that was easy. Barely an inconvenience, even. It's gonna take forever, but it's going. Now, circuits. What's your problem? You don't have a problem? You working? You working properly? Yeah, it seems like they're working properly, just not very fast. So now would be the chance to bring over batteries if I want to. I think I will. I feel like my circuit consumption is... Well, I think it's lower because the production, half of it's going into a chest. So I don't think, yeah, I think we're consuming everything we're producing is what I'm trying to say. And we would like that to not be true. So instead we do this. And then we bring, I need more belts. I already know I need more belts. And we'll bring the batteries over to the circuit build, plug those in. It should be a pretty small amount of batteries needed, 0.034, which is only 1/5 of my battery production. So I think we're gonna be okay on that. I hope. We'll see. I guess the other question is, are we getting batteries at the rate we're supposed to be getting them? 6 a minute. Not quite. I built this for so what am I not getting here? I forget, did I underbuild one of these? Because according to this, oh, it's Lantimony. I underbuilt Lantimony. But that's not what I'm missing, so that doesn't make sense. According to this, it's the poopy water. The poopy water. It's because we don't have enough poop on the belt. The poopy belt. The poopy belt needs more poop. We don't have poop. We don't have poop because we don't have moss. We don't have moss because we don't have enough moss because we knew we didn't have enough moss because when I did the moss, I knew it wasn't enough moss. Ah, Krydax. We knew this. We knew this problem existed. And I'm out of CO2? Wait, why am I out of CO2? That's new. Oh, I don't have coke over here. Why don't I have coke over here? What is going on? Seriously though, what happened here? So this belt is coming from all the way over here. Oh, we got problems, yo. Yeah, this is bad news, bears. We got no pitch. We got no tar. We got no coal gas. We are totally stopped up on iron plates. Got it. Okay. Well, the good news is we have a lot of backup iron if we start running out. I didn't see that problem coming anytime soon. Wow. Wow. Okay. Man, nothing more permanent than a temporary solution, eh? Goodness. Okay. So now we need some sort of overflow situation. And then one of these guys. Alright. So there we go. That'll get rid of excess iron oxide for the rest of time. Man, what a silly mistake. Okay. Now, all that being said, I think I'm still correct about the moss issue. That makes 2.8. These need 2.4, and I need more for the Vraux, too. So, I do need more moss farms. Maybe down here. Yes, I know I'm disconnecting those. I know it. I know it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it right now. I'm gonna go fix it. I'm gonna go fix it. Don't worry. I'm gonna go fix it right now. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. I'm going to fix it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix that water connection. Don't worry. It's being fixed as we speak. This is what I'm doing. I'm fixing it. Just need to make sure that we don't forget to fix it. Oh my gosh. Okay, that one's fixed, and then this is the CO2. We're fixing that as well. Fixing it. We're fixing it. We fixed it. Okay, everything's connected. Good, good, good. Now, I do need to hook up the CO2. Like this. And then muddy sludge I'll need to grab from somewhere. And then moss farms we need to craft. And then we got all sorts of crap we gotta do. Let's craft a bunch of item canisters just by hand because I don't really want to automate them at this moment. They have 25 shots a piece, so they should last a while. I don't know exactly how long, but sweet. Alright, what did I rebind spacebar to? Shoot enemy. I still have shoot enemy on. Huh. Select previous mod? What? Oh, that's backspace, not spacebar. Okay, so I still have it as shoot enemy. I thought I might have changed it, because whenever I'm doing a, you know, total pacifist run, it's like, what's the point of having spacebar on shoot enemy because you never use it? You might use the shoot chest button, but you never need the regular shoot button. Anyway, so we need the stone that we brought over here to come down and over. And then I need to craft a bunch of moss farms. Which, now that I think about it, I can queue to front. And then that'll get done. Now, muddy sludge-wise, we're talking 17. We're actually, for the first time, I think we're gonna need a second muddy sludge maker here. So we need a washer and a soil extractor. Just dumping right in. Muddy sludge. Right there. Created 1,000 rails. That's a fun little milestone. And then water comes over. And then we do that. Oh no, the water got deleted and it refills almost immediately. Alright, I think that's it, right? Yeah. Okay, and now it's just a matter of CO2, which is probably slowly... Yep, here we go. Here's the first coke bits from the restarted coke line. Making us carbon dioxide. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm glad we caught that issue when we did. But all that being said, I still think I'm right about this as well. Yeah, we don't have enough lead antimony oxide. I need another one of those. Now, I do have enough lead. Do I have enough antimony oxide at this point? How big did I build the Antimox? Antimox I built... I don't think I built that much. Oh, I did. I actually did. Is that a full belt of input, though? No, it's only 6.82. Okay, so I built all that. I think I have far more than that. I have 9.6. Yeah, okay. So we actually do have enough Antimox here. So Lantimony is good to go. And we're gonna get a smelter then. He who smelter delter. Alright, I need 50 ceramic. Guess where I'm gonna get that from? Right here. Come on, I just wanna... No, I just wanna get items from that lane, but not the other lane. You know, there is a mod that I wish was working right in 2.0 called Run Speed Toggle. And it actually had an option to lower your run speed, and it was really useful for when you were on fast tiles. Or you have a bunch of exoskeletons equipped. And it's different than the disable exoskeleton button. It would actually modify the player run speed to just be lower, which was kind of nice once in a while when you need it. Alright, now where is the smelter? I already forgot. Rawers? Yeah, rawers. Okay. So then let's get another antimony going here. And that one, it looks like we needed 2 belts. I'm just gonna do a long inserter here because that makes sense now that we have them. And then the antimony, yeah, is down here. And then the Antimox is on the top side of that belt. Or Lantimony, sorry. Okay. Alright. Copy the recipe. And then all we got to do is hook up the fluid fuel. And we're good to go. And now those are not running, which is worrisome, but that's because my acetylene is also empty. Yeah, because acetylene is also a product of Coke. So literally this area running is the lifeblood of all fluid fuel in my entire base. With the exception of Kerogen. Kerogen down here, the shale oil processing should be producing some amount of fluid fuel. Because we are using... I could also just use heavy oil as a fluid fuel. I'm not doing anything with the heavy oil right now. But the light oil is going up here to be processed into aromatics and gasoline. So that's a thing, and we're using that gasoline. But it's immediately being used up because we're not getting enough acetylene yet. The acetylene is a big part of the fluid fuel equation, and that's going to take a minute to catch up. Lead ore is backed up, which is good, so that means we won't be using as much acetylene, so it should start building up in here. Like if we're watching the pipeline contents, that should be going up over time. I hope 8.3K, 8.4K, 8.6K. Yeah, it's going up. Okay. So once that gets to whatever the overflow amount is, I think we'll be okay for fluid fuels. But yeah, that was certainly a bit of a mess. I'm glad we caught it, but we did. And now we should have enough Lantimony for all the batteries that we need. Now, the thing we didn't do is actually hook up batteries to circuits, which I'm kind of proud of myself for remembering that. That was a long time ago that we got sidetracked. All right. So you go over here, and then circuits. You know, I realized just now that we did never finish the moss. Don't worry, guys. We'll get there eventually. All right. So I'm just full spaghetti on this. We're so close to a rail base that I don't really care. Now I could make this controlled via combinator, but I don't want to. I knew something was wrong. There we go. I was like, we should see batteries on this belt. Okay, there we go. So that's done. And finally, we need to craft the personal RoboPort and the gasoline generator. So this makes 180 kilowatts. What does the personal RoboPort use? And where is the personal RoboPort? Oh, it just looks different than I was expecting. It uses up to 2 megawatts. And has a robot limit of 10 and dimensions of 2 by 2. And I have 6 by 8. And these are 2 by 2 as well. So I'm mostly going to need the gasoline generators. I'll start with 3 and then grab a few batteries. And then I'll make 2 of the personal RoboPorts. And then that needs fuel, which can be any canisters. And I think it will return the spent results. What I don't know is, are we going to need to manually dump those, or how is that part going to work? And I'm uncertain on that part. So we'll discover that together, I'm sure. Yeah, these things are all working. You know what I didn't do? Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm a dummy. We need lead over here. I don't remember what for. But there was a lead belt that we just totally ignored. Solder for circuits. Yeah, I needed solder down here. Now I could bring solder over, but that feels easier to bring the lead over. Let's just reverse the lead belt. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Because we had this lead belt already. So why don't I just do this, and this can feed the lead to even get it on the same side of the belt. So we can just undo that. Alright, we fixed a lot of problems in this episode, let me tell you what. And then that comes down, and then it's over here, and then it's over here, and then it's right here, and then it goes over. And then it keeps going on this magical journey. Wow, this is a long belt of lead, isn't it? And then here, we just want to guarantee we don't have any belt-sidedness issues. Better practice, anyway. Alright. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Cool. So that makes sure we got no issues with circuits. Now we're getting batteries coming. We seem to have some sort of lull that keeps happening, and I'm curious why. Because we don't have enough wood. Which probably means Bat Boy... Oh, it's because he's not getting enough. Petri dishes. Are we short on Petri dish production? I don't know, we might be. We might be. Oh, and I need to finish the moss farms. Yes, yes, yes. The reason I didn't a minute ago is because we didn't have the moss jewels. I guess I could grab those from somewhere else, though. Like I've got a bunch of moss over here somewhere, right? Or trees or something. Is it trees that use moss? Yeah, for the seedlings. Here. Here's a bunch of moss. Okay, that should be enough. We'll get that plopped into these buildings, and bing, bang, boom. Does blueprint shotgun work? Yes. That's awesome. Ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. I love it. Alright, so that is moss. The output of the moss is important, though. And that's on this belt. And that... Where does that go? Does it matter, belt-sidedness-wise? No. So there we go. Moss Farms. Alright. Oh, wow. That was kind of a whirlwind. I feel really good. I feel ready to tackle the world. Oh, somebody said I mixed stone and gravel. Let me check on that. I probably did. What? Oh god, I really screwed something up. Jeez. Fudge. Well, our work is never done. I feel like a superhero, you know, in all the... Oh my goodness. How bad is this? Which one's actually supposed to be stone? I don't even know at this point. I think this one's supposed to be stone. Oh god. Yes. So it's this top one with a single line. That's the one that's meant to be gravel. Yeah, okay. Okay. So and we'll just fix it from the other end. We'll just take gravel or stone off the other belt, but how did this happen? So this is meant to be gravel. Okay. I didn't corrupt it there. It's right here? I think. Man, I even tried to not screw it up, and I did. Still screw it up. Okay. So there we go. Now we're getting rid of gravel, which was starting to back up from our aluminium production. Alright. I don't think we need to fix anything else about that. We just need to get stone off the other end. Oakley dokley. And the other thing I need to do is make acetylene canisters or gasoline canisters. Which one's better? Gasoline is 1.2, acetylene is only 1, I think. Yeah, so let's make gasoline canisters. And canisters are made from plastic, which is perfect because I have plastic right here. So this all works out. So what we'll do is we'll make some canisters, and then we'll do a barreling plant, which is a bit of a misnomer because it's a canistering plant in this case. And we'll do a T-junction there. No, I need to do one of these, and then that. And then you're gonna fill acetylene canisters. Bada bing, bada boom. Just put 100 logs in here. Oh, we need steel as well. Oh. One of each? No. 2 plastic. Okay. But that should be enough to last me for a long while. Because each canister... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter what we fill them with. Because a canisters are normalized. Yeah. So, like if you fill it with something like kerosene, you only need 7. Though the math isn't exactly right. There's some rounding going on there. So in huge quantities, the rounding could be relevant. But yeah, it basically just requires the amount that adds up to 10 megajoules. Okay, so canisters are always 10 megajoules. Okay, so if I have 20 here... Now, you told me is automatically restocked from your inventory. So if I just place 1 in here, or maybe 2. Will that restock when it burns out? I'm doubtful. But we'll have to watch for another few seconds here. Maybe when it uses the last item of a slot, it sees if there's more of that item here or more of any item. Because it didn't automatically pull from my inventory when I first put these here. But maybe it triggers a restock when it empties. Okay, it didn't trigger a restock when it emptied. Maybe it'll trigger a restock when the fuel runs out. I guess we'll find out. And it does seem like once in a blue moon I will have to empty my canisters as well. Wait, what did I just do? Did I just put that in my... Yes, I did. Logistics trash. I was meaning to do this. Didn't I craft more than 2 of these? Thought I did. Maybe not. Alright, is it gonna restock? No, it lies. It's all lies and slander. It does not automatically restock from your inventory. Maybe there's something with like if you had multiple slots filled, maybe, I don't know, but I just tried 2 different things and neither of them automatically restocked from my inventory. So I'm beginning to wonder if it does not indeed work that way. Someone let me know in the comments if you know the exact mechanic of how the restocking of these works. Because I may have to do some work. Now if I control click there, it does fill these, so that's good. So that's a thing. And then I'm gonna get my canister recycling game going here. Oh, I just realized that's not an acetylene. Shoot. Well, maybe I should use gasoline then exclusively. Where is the wild rat? Because what I really want here is... it to be using the same fuel. And I don't think there's a way I can delete that. So I'll just rebuild the building. So yeah, we'll just go with gasoline canisters. And we'll use up the acetylene ones first. And I crafted 2 roboports. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, I swear I have another one of these. Alright. And I don't know how much power the pYanobots use. They use 22 kilowatts. That doesn't sound like a lot, but if 15 of them are running around, that starts to add up. Or, well, 15 of them. I mean, 50 of them, really. How many we'll have. Alright. That should be good enough for now. Sweet! Okay, so we've got that going, and with 2 roboports, our range goes up to 42, with a max robot count of... Alt F to toggle. Oh no. Why is Alt F the same control? Because there's even a button for that down here, I think. Yeah. So I can always just go find that button if I'm really desperate. I have some turds I need to look at some point. I didn't mean to actually queue that up. Why don't I at least start researching them? Because I'm not doing anything else with research at the moment. So, alright, so rail infrastructure is the next big thing. Which is going to be a big project. And I'll probably do it in editor mode. Just because we want blueprints. We want lots of blueprints. And we want them to be big. We're gonna do big city blocks. I don't remember how big I went in my last season, but I'm gonna go big again. And they're not, when I say city blocks, it's gonna be modular, kind of like Legos. Like, I'm gonna have T junctions, I'm gonna have plus junctions, and I'm gonna have I segments. So basically, I can just piece together the segment so I could have a 2x1 rectangle, or I could have an L-shaped rectangle, you know, city block. So basically I can make the blocks however big I want. And because of that, I think it's somewhat reasonable to like have the blocks slightly smaller, because I can easily do a 2x2 if I need a bigger area. But yeah, given how much space the stations take up in most cases, I kind of like the idea of like, you know, still medium large blocks at minimum. The other option, which I've considered, but it feels like in the long run it'll be messier, would be to have modular trains but not city blocks. And so by that I mean we would have like blueprinted straight pieces, you know, turn right pieces, turn left pieces, T junctions, plus junctions, and then station areas, and I could plop them wherever I want, but I wouldn't make it a grid. But then that just leads to all kinds of issues if you like build 2 things and then they don't connect on the other end, and it just feels nice to have a global grid. It really simplifies things. And so I do think global grid is the plan, because it just saves a lot of hassle in the long run. Now, are we getting moss? Yes. Are we getting batteries? Yes, sort of. Yes. Are we getting green science? Yes, we are. Are we getting circuits? Yes, but somehow I'm out of ceramic? That's a weird... Is that my limiting factor if we have plenty of everything else? Might be. And I'm gonna switch this over now to the big boy batteries. Uh-oh. Stop that belt. Stop that belt. Where am I? I don't even know where I am in space. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I thought I could just change that recipe without anything going wrong. That did not work out, did it? It still isn't done. Hold on. Oh gosh, they're like invisible on the belt. Wait, we gotta make sure we got no stragglers on here. There's some of those high power resistors that are really hard to see. Okay, I think we got it all. Goodness, Krydax, what you doing, boy? All right, there we go. Carry on. Thank you. Craziness. All right, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty good to go here. That should produce more overall circuits. You know, I just want to double check. Yeah, we're good. Okay. The whole belt reader is really handy for that. Obviously, if like you were side loading onto a different belt, it could have already corrupted that belt, and then the whole belt reader wouldn't measure that. But you know, it's at least when you know you have a long belt, it's a good solution. I'm gonna get rid of. It looks like I've got some weird stuff like control panel and shaft, and I'll keep the mech parts. I don't need the copper zinc batteries though. That's for sure. So how's rail production doing? Since oh yeah, I mean we was averaging like 2 a minute or less. Now we are averaging 24 a minute. That we can work with, because you know that's over 1,000 an hour, and that's enough that we can actually get a rail base going. We still have not seen our first Pinobot because the circuits keep getting eaten by probably the signals here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manually kind of start up this area with like 600 extra circuits. Which I know is kind of funny because by taking them from here, I'm just making it a longer period of time before this is all of it. Yeah, I think you get what I'm saying, but the circuits are going to a lot of places, and so by this we are guaranteeing that this particular place has enough for a while. So circuits are here. So what I'll do is I'll just side load like this. A whole crap load of circuits. Uh-oh. Ash alert, ash alert. Oh, it's so nice to have speakers. Alright, so what's the problem here? Yeah, I mean, the problem is these are 600,000 full. So it's time to craft more. And get a whole new set of doodads. By the way, how's logistics science doing here? Ooh, pretty good, if I might say so myself. And I think we are ready for like 20 more labs because research speed is now really slowing down. I mean, turds are always gonna take a long time, but researches are now costing like 300 sets of 45 seconds. And early on, they were only sets of 30 seconds. But somewhere in Pi 1, they switched to 45, and now are they switching to 60? They are. So even the time units are longer. So I mean, it's everything, right? The actual cost has gone up. So that as we progress through the green science tier, you know, the researchers towards the end are going to cost way more of the primary pack, and they're 60 seconds per. So yeah, we definitely need another set of buildings here. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to line them up directly the same way, which might just have to, we might just have to do this and just be short one building. Which feels wrong on some core level, but whatever, I'm fine with it. And then crafting a bunch, we're out of small parts. So we'll go grab some more small parts, we'll go grab some more steel. And then we'll probably call it an episode after this. And then in the next episode, we'll start designing our rail base, which is super exciting. More iron? Yeah, I can do that. Here we go. And then labs. Alright. And then this comes over to here, and this comes over to here. And then if I copy... Oh, it does work. It doesn't actually require any construction or deconstruction. If you super force build a belt direction over another belt, it does just change the direction. Interesting. Okay. So there's that. Power poles. Connect. And there we go. Basically double the research speed. Not exactly double, because we've only got 39 labs, but, you know, basically double. Alright, and then deal with the ash problem over here. We'll just copy this. Down here. And... beep, beep, beep. And I know those are only at 600, but the nice thing about that is I'll get a little bit of extra time. When these start getting filled, now we just bump that up to 1200,000. And then that way, when that alarm goes off again, I can move 200 of these up to those, and then that'll give me another few hours or something. So hopefully by the time we need help with this, we will be ready to do something with all of our ash. I mean, at this point, we are talking like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, basically 6.4 million ash in here, roughly. That's a lot of ash. That is a lot of freaking ash. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I am going to retire my little construction drones. They've done great work, but for now, we're gonna put them away, and hopefully we won't need to grab them again because we can use the pYanobots mixed with Blueprint Shotgun. That's the plan for now. If that plan doesn't work, we can always come back and grab them, but they're gonna go into our all good little retired... Apparently I picked up some asphalt at some point, but only like 5. Weird. They're gonna go where all good things go when they're retired, and they get to hang out in the little forest here and enjoy retirement in the Zen garden, sitting in the shade of the beautiful trees. Aw, they're so cute. I love it. I love it. All right, well, with that, we'll call it an episode. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.